Chanakya once said, "Only those who know the truth are capable of lying, because a lie can exist only when the truth is known." The listener may not recognize the truth, but the liar always does. That is why exposing a lie isn't just intelligence, it is an art. Hello friends, and welcome to the Bright Future YouTube channel. Today's video is special because we're going to talk about a skill that can guide you through every stage of life, the art of detecting lies. This is an art that anyone who wishes to walk the path of truth must learn. In this video, you'll discover how to recognize lies with ease, the subtle signs that reveal them, and the precautions you should take. But before we dive in, let me share a story. The story of Chanakya and his disciple Chandragupta. It will not only inspire you, but also show how Chanakya, with his sharp mind and keen observation, could expose a lie in an instant. Stay with me until the end, because what you learn today has the power to change your life. One day, Chandragupta came to his teacher, Chanakya. There was a strange restlessness on his face, as though he were hiding something. Chanakya looked at him calmly and asked, "Chandragupta, what troubles you? Why does your heart seem so heavy today?" Chandragupta forced a smile and replied, "Nothing at all, Gurudev. I've just been busy with preparations for war. Everything is fine." But his eyes told a different story. Chanakya noticed the smile was forced, and there was a faint tremor in his voice. With a gentle smile, Chanakya said, "Chandragupta, you are my disciple. You never need to hide anything from me. Tell me the truth." Chandragupta tried to laugh it off again. "Gurudev, you always read my thoughts. Truly nothing has happened," but Chanakya already knew. Within moments he had caught Chandragupta's lie. In a calm but firm tone he said, "Chandragupta, what you told me is not true. Last night you held a secret meeting. Together with some soldiers, you made a plan, and you're trying to hide it from me. Am I right?" Chandragupta was stunned. His eyes widened in shock. Gathering courage, he said, "Gurudev, I lied with such confidence. How did you catch me so easily? Please teach me this art." Chanakya smiled and replied, "My son, catching a lie is not magic. It is an art, one born from observation, patience, and intelligence. Today I will teach you how to recognize lies and uncover the truth. But first, let me tell you another story, one that shows the true value of this art. There was once a small village, peaceful, green, and filled with honest people. In that village lived a merchant named Dharmadatta. He owned a shop that sold ghee, famous throughout the region. People said his ghee was the purest, made from fresh cow's milk, fragrant and delicious. His shop was always crowded. People came from far and wide. Business was thriving. He had wealth, respect, and a good name. But the human mind is restless. Even after gaining so much, greed rarely fades. Over time, Dharmadatta's greed began to grow. He thought to himself, "If I mix a little cheap oil into the ghee, my profits will rise. My shop is already famous. No one will ever suspect me." The first time he did it, he was nervous. But to his surprise, every drop of ghee sold. No one noticed a change in taste or smell. His confidence grew. Soon he was mixing oil into the ghee daily. His costs dropped, his profits soared, and his account book shone like gold. He built a new house, expanded his shop, and even began donating to the temple so that people would praise him as virtuous. But one truth he forgot. The truth may be hidden for a while, but never forever. Over time, the elders began to notice the ghee no longer smelled or tasted the same. Children began to suffer stomach aches after eating it. Some women whispered, "This isn't like before." But no one dared complain, because Dharmadatta was now a powerful man. Then one day, a wandering monk came to the village. The monk traveled from place to place, resting at temples along the way. When he arrived, the villagers welcomed him warmly. One evening they offered him food made with Dharmadatta's ghee. The monk tasted it, paused, closed his eyes, and slowly shook his head. "This ghee," he said softly, "is not pure." The villagers were shocked. They whispered to each other, but no one dared question Dharmadatta directly. After all, he was wealthy, influential, and known as a generous donor, but the monk was unafraid. He called the villagers together and declared, "The ghee you eat every day is mixed with oil. That is why the taste has changed and why children are falling sick. The truth may be hidden for a while, but never forever." The people grew restless. Some women admitted, "Yes, we noticed but kept quiet." Others murmured, "We trusted him completely. How could he betray us?" When confronted, Dharmadatta tried to defend himself. "Respected monk, how can you accuse me without proof?" The monk replied calmly, "The proof is not in my words, it is in the suffering of your own people. A man may try to hide greed behind wealth and charity, but lies always reveal themselves in the pain they cause." Hearing this, the villagers realized the truth. They turned away from Dharmadatta, and his wealth, honor, and fame soon crumbled. When Chanakya finished the story, he looked at Chandragupta and said, "Do you see, my son? A lie may survive for a day, a month, or even years, but in the end it destroys the liar himself. That is why learning to detect lies is not just about exposing others, it is about protecting yourself from falling into the same trap. Remember, every lie leaves a trace. Train your eyes to observe, your ears to listen, and your heart to remain steady. Only then will you walk the path of truth and lead with wisdom." So, what do we learn from this? That truth holds great power, and lies, no matter how clever, always betray themselves. When you master the art of detecting lies, you not only protect yourself from deception, you also build the strength of your own character. That is the timeless wisdom of Chanakya.